Hey guys, today we're gonna be reacting to top 10 places to visit in Tuscany.
We haven't really done any videos on Tuscany yet,
No,
but we're excited. There's a first for everything, so let's get right into it.
let's do it.
Exploring Tuscany, and I want to show you my favorite places. So
Ooh.
here's my Tuscany top 10.
Wow.
Tuscany is easily one of the most fascinating regions in all of Italy. Located in the central part of the country, Tuscany is known for its
Oh my god,
landscapes,
it's pretty.
history, and artistic legacy.
Yep.
It's a land full of rolling hills dotted with medieval hilltop
Ooh.
towns. From the thermal hot springs of Saturnia to the Renaissance city of Florence, Tuscany is a place that needs to be experienced.
That
Let's start
reminds
this video
me.
off in San
That one reminds me of what's the movie I watch? Um the one with Maximos.
No idea.
Think I'll have to say that later. I forgot about that.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Gladiator.
Oh, Gladiator?
Yeah, the Gladiator. It reminds me of
The
it.
what?
It reminds me of it, like the
What movie?
Gladiator.
I love her accent. It's so funny. Gladiator.
It's like it reminds me of the trees.
Oh, I've never watched it, but
Oh.
I believe you. I believe you.
Okay.
Gimignano. Now located about an hour's drive from Florence, San Gimignano is a stunning medieval
Florence is
city
pretty.
perched upon a hill. One of the most iconic features of the city is its medieval watchtowers. Currently there are 14
Ooh.
watchtowers still standing, but during its prime there were over 72 towers, with the highest being over 70 meters tall. The towers were built
Whoa,
as a
that's
result
tall.
of competing families who wanted to build the tallest and most grand tower. Can't imagine how it must have looked like back then. It was the Manhattan of the Middle Ages. It was so fun to walk through the city. I mean, you literally feel like you're going back in time. San Gimignano
Yeah, I
flourished
bet.
as a city until 1348 when the plague of Black Death struck
Oh.
the town, which resulted in killing over half the population. San Gimignano's medieval
Gosh.
vibe has been untouched throughout time, and it's become one of the most popular medieval locations in all of Italy. Afterwards, we're going to visit the nearby city of Sienna. Located about a 40-minute drive from San Gimignano, it's built upon three hills, with its central feature being the Piazza del Campo. This public square was once a Roman forum, and it was rebuilt in the 13th century. If you look closely, you can see it's made of 9 sections, which represents the Council of Nine. The impressive
That's cool. The area looks very close together.
Yeah, they are like just like
Yeah.
stuck together.
Yeah.
Tower of
And
Mangi-
it's just one color too. Like
Uh-huh. It's like a big blob, but in a good way. It's all beautiful.
yep.
that overlooks the plaza. It's over 87 meters high, and it takes 500 steps to reach the top. Now, twice a year, the square hosts the wild Palio di
Ooh.
Siena horse race around the edge of the piazza, and I would love to see that one day. Now, another one of my favorite features of the city is the Duomo di Siena. It's a visually stunning church that was completed
Wow,
all the way
that's
back
very
in
pretty.
1246. The interior blew my mind with its black and white pillars and endless artwork.
Oh my
and I couldn't
gosh.
recommend Siena enough. You're gonna fall in love with this medieval city. Now, right in between Siena and San Gimignano is another really cool medieval town called Monteriggioni. It's one of the best medieval walled fortresses I've seen.
Oh,
It was
that's
built all the way
cool.
back in 1219.
Yeah, it is just in the middle and it's just like
I don't think we've really seen a wall type of thing like this, but it's cool.
it is.
Yeah.
It just like
By the
reminds me of like prison.
Yeah, it reminds me of like the medieval times. I like it.
People of Siena to act as a front line in the wars against Florence. Afterwards, we're going to explore the region of Val d'Orcia.
That's so
Now, when
green.
you think of Tuscany, this is what you'll probably imagine: lush, rolling hills, perfectly aligned
That
cypress
one.
trees, and those picturesque hilltop towns. This is easily one of the most scenic parts of Tuscany. Now, Val d'Orcia starts in the hills of
See, this is where I picture me living, just like hills, and then plop a house, and then
With your animals farm.
yeah, I'll buy some sheep. I'll be vegetarian, so I'll have a farm. I'll have some goats, some dogs. I'll have some Australian shepherds to herd the goats and sheep, but
That's a good life right there.
it
of
is.
South Sienna and extends to Monte Amiata. Now, one of my favorite towns in Valdorcia
Ooh.
is Pienza. Now, located about an hour's drive from Sienna, Pienza is a picture-perfect town built upon a hill.
Looks
The
like
town
it.
was first mentioned in the 9th century, but during the
Oh,
15th
wow.
century, the entire village was rebuilt to be a Renaissance town to serve as a retreat from Rome. It's one of the first villages to implement urban planning, granting it the nickname the touchstone of Renaissance urbanism. I just love how the city overlooks all the surrounding landscapes. One really cool place right below the city is where the iconic shot of Gladiator was filmed. I just
See,
remember
I told
watching that movie and
ya!
thinking how cool it would be to explore Tuscany. Now, just 20 minutes from Pienza was the town of Montepulciano. Built high atop a limestone ridge,
Ooh.
this medieval Renaissance town is sure to take you back in time. From 1390
It looks like
to the
it.
mid-16th century, Montepulciano enjoyed a prosperous period as architects built luxury homes and Renaissance buildings. Today, it's one of the most popular towns in the region. It's where part of the movie Twilight
really
Moon
big.
was filmed. If you're into drinking, Montepulciano is home to some of Italy's best red wines.
Ooh,
I mean, the town is just so impressive to
wine.
me. Definitely one of my favorites in Tuscany. Now, afterwards, we're going to visit the Saturnia hot springs. Now, located about a 3 hours drive from Florence, these are some of the coolest looking hot
so
springs
far.
I've ever seen.
Yeah.
The water is this milky blue color and it drains down
Oh my
mineral
God, that's
terraces. The water is
so
a warm
pretty.
37 degrees
Yes.
Celsius all year round thanks to thermal activity of a nearby volcano. The Romans used to bathe here to experience the hot springs' healing effects. Today, they are free to visit all year round and one of Tuscany's most beautiful attractions. I went here a few weeks ago and it was freaking packed. Granted,
Yeah,
it
it looks
was
like
during
it.
the middle of the day, during the peak of summer. I'd say if you want to avoid the crowds, I'd recommend coming
fake.
to the hot springs super early in
Yeah.
the morning or during the off season in spring or autumn. Nonetheless, it's still fun to be there. The water felt so good and I couldn't believe the turquoise blue color. Such an incredible spot. You gotta
It
visit
is.
if you're in Tuscany. Afterwards, we're going to visit the nearby town of Pitigliano. Now located about a
It looks scary how it just like cuts off.
Yeah.
30-minute drive from Saturnia, Pitigliano is a historic city perched upon a volcanic rock. It's believed that the area around
Another very
Pitigliano
cool
was
city.
inhabited
Wow.
during Etruscan times, and in the 1600s, the town started to grow a large Jewish presence as some Jews fled from persecution in Rome, giving it the nickname of Little Jerusalem. Today, Pitigliano is a quaint town. I just love how it's built upon those cliffs. Such a sight to see.
Mhm.
Now, just 10 minutes away is another interesting village called
Sorano.
Sorano. Now, similar to
Ooh.
Pitigliano, it is built upon volcanic rock.
Look at
and due to
that.
its
So
strategic
cool.
position, it was frequently attacked during medieval times, and as a result, it became one of the most well-fortified villages in southern Tuscany. When you go there, you'll feel like you're back in time as you explore this alluring
Yeah.
village. Now, afterwards, we're going to go visit the famous town of Pisa. Now, located about an hour's drive from Florence, Pisa is known worldwide for its leaning tower. The tower is over
Mhm.
55 meters tall and has a lean of nearly 4 degrees. The tower was completed all the way back in 1372. The
Oh my
lean is caused by
gosh.
an
I didn't
unstable
realize it was
foundation
that
has
long
been
ago.
a problem
Yeah.
ever since it's been constructed. I'm just impressed that they've been able to keep it from falling
Pretty.
over all these
Pretty.
years. It's
Mhm.
definitely a wonder of the world, and you gotta witness it at least once in your life. For our final destination, we're gonna visit the iconic city of Florence.
Florence.
I have to say that Florence is my favorite city in all of Italy. It's considered
Mhm.
to be the
Very pretty.
birthplace of the Renaissance, and it was the most important political, cultural, and economical city in Europe and the world during that time. The history of this city is endless, and without its influence, our world would probably be very different today. Now, one thing
It's
that makes
gorgeous right
Florence
there.
magical is that almost
Yep.
the entire city is made up of medieval buildings, which really transports you back in time. One of the most
Mhm.
impressive sights in Florence is the Duomo. And when you look at it, you just
Ooh,
can't
that's
believe how
cool.
big it is. It was completed in 1436 and just amazes me
That's so
that
long
they were
ago.
able to engineer such a big dome so long ago. The people of Florence sure dreamt big. The Ponte Vecchio Bridge is another historic site. It's where the famous poet Dante encountered his love Beatrice,
Oh.
and also was the only bridge on the Arno River that wasn't
Oh, that's
destroyed
pretty.
in World War II. The Palazzo Vecchio is another site you gotta see. Now, to get the best view of all Florence, I recommend you go to the Piazzale Michelangelo. You'll be able to get panoramic views of the city. I mean, I just can't say enough good things about Florence. You're gonna fall in love with this enchanting city. Well, that is it for my Tuscany top 10. It's such a fascinating region, and I wish I could visit all its towns and attractions. Let me know where your favorite place is in Tuscany in the comments below.
I liked that video.
It's a very, 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 very good video. Like the view, the city, all together is just pretty.
Yeah, we've done a few videos on Italy, but not necessarily Tuscany. So yeah, I really liked it.
I cannot wait to go to Italy. I've heard a lot of good things about Italy, and I just can't wait. Like, I can't wait to try the food, go every city in Italy. Like,
I think I want to go to Florence first.
yes, it's a good one.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
excited.
Florence.
Well, anyways, if you guys liked our video, please like and subscribe and comment down below what else we should watch. And other than that, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.